shit.
Hours in and not a single ad. Check it out. All right, we just take 6 hours in and not a single ad. Check it out. All right, we just take.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm just testing it. I'm learning still. I haven't messed with any of this stuff. Alright, let's open this in a new window. Yeah, no. But I figured once I get it figured out, maybe we could build a deck. I thought that'd be cool. Alright, let's see. I'll do it right now. I'll do it. Let's see. We'll do stream deck. Maybe we finish, maybe we don't. No promises. We're just figuring stuff out. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah. How's the audio? Is audio scuffed or are we chilling? Thank you. Switch account. There we go. Slightly echoey. Let me see. Let me see if turning it down helps. Oh, that might just be the room. That might just be the room, actually. Did that do anything to help, or is it still echoey? Looks like I need to buy more things to put on the walls. Alright, guys, I'll let you choose. Who are we building? Bricks and green. I don't know anything about that. Yuna, okay, let's see what Yuna does. There's too much commanders now. Oh, okay. Let's see. During your turn, enchantment creatures you control have trample and lifelink and ward. So it's kind of like an Anathea, right? Okay. So what I like to do, especially when we're cheating stuff into play, I'll go here and I'll do mana value And then we'll do greater than, what do you think? You guys think greater than 5? That way we end up with 6 CMC. And then we'll type in enchantment. And then we end up with like 78 cards. So now we know what we're cheating into play. Okay, let's see. A Realm Reborn doesn't sound too bad. We could do some life swap shenanigans. This is definitely not the deck for that, but for each player exiled. Sagas. We really don't need sagas, do we? Or not, sorry, not sagas. I mean anthems. Don't need anthems. This guy. What do you guys think about Demolish Your Spawn? I think it's just missing Trample, right? Trigger. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I am not the rules guy. Oh. Like I could build decks and I'm pretty decent, but like when it comes to rules, man, it's like hit or miss with me. Helping me with. But are you talking about the Naya one? Because I'm pretty or not Naya, sorry, Simic. Because if you manifest it, I think it's still oh, that's a good question, because you manifest it, but it doesn't enter with the saga, right? As saga enters after your draw step. Oh, after your draw step, you add a lore counter. So it should still work. You can still cheat it into play. I don't think you'll get the initial one, though. Does that make sense? Because the initial one comes in as it enters. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. What's up, Archmage? Kind of. We're cheating massive enchantments into play. Well, currently we're actually only cheating a Realm Reborn into play, but that's pretty good, right? I'm gonna be honest, guys. Instepped commanders are getting worse and worse. Like, as the format speeds up and stuff, I'm noticing like a commander with the triggered ability that happens on instep just ends up being like super slow. So if we're not doing something super explosive, it's kind of cooked. We could be doubling mana though. I don't hate that. Why is instep better than upkeep? Because I'll fight you. Okay, so my problem with instep is the big thing happens and then you pass the turn. Does that make sense? So like if she said at the beginning of your upkeep you get a return an enchantment, I think that's better than at the instep. Oh, Nyx Bloom Ancient is definitely going in. Creature intended player control this is all. Overwhelming Splendor. I've never seen this card and it's like completely scuffed. Just creature enchanted player loses all abilities and have base power 1/1. That's crazy. can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. That just screws over one player in particular. Oh, I kind of see what you're talking about. If you have to cast it, I see what you're saying. So you cast something, then you pass the turn, then it happens. See, with Yuna, you'd get it right away, because Yuna says at the beginning of your end step, return up to one target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. So I'm talking about, like, you'd get it right away because it's your upkeep, you get it, good to go. See, I solved that problem. Play your decks online before you buy them. Then you end up only buying the cool decks. But I've had a similar problem. Like, you're like, this deck's awesome. Then you play it and you're like, oh, that's not super fun. But it sounded super fun. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Permanent spells, enchantments. This turns everything into enchantments. Do we care about that? Trample and lifelink. Enchantment creatures you control. Trample and lifelink. We might care about that. We'll put that in there as a maybe. If we end up putting a lot of creatures that aren't enchantments. Yeah, dude, Splender's crazy. Do we put that in the deck just like as a messing with one player? Like just screw one player over out of nowhere? We're going to put that in the deck. Because that's a card that triggers on our end step that will immediately impact the game, which is arguably what we want in a deck like this. Oh yeah, it's a one-person humility, and then also it says enchanted player can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. So yeah, it just shuts down the deck. Sandworm Converge. Oh yeah, true. I like it. Because creature. Okay, I like it. Sandworm Convergence. What is this? Shape of the. Okay. It's not a +1/+1 counter deck. You know, I thought this card would be bad, and then I played it twice, and it ended up being like really solid. Okay, we have to put the new sagas in. The new sagas are so cool. I love Knights of the Round and Behemoth. Behemoth? Yeah, we're going to go with that. But these ones are so solid. Maybe we could go with a proliferation strategy if we end up leaning into the 1/1 counters. But I think these are both decent. Yeah, I love Knights of the Round, especially when you start proliferating. If you get it off in, oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name now. The new Saga Commander, it's just really broken. But the new Saga Commander is just really broken anyway. Virtue of Strength seems decent. It's only a 2-color deck, so we're probably going to be running a decent amount of basics here, so just tapping them for triple mana, I'm down. And then the returning a target creature or land card from the graveyard, both pretty useful. Do we care about this? We might have some mill. What if we go like Selesnya Mill? Selesnya Mill might be decent. Plus it gets those enchantments in the graveyard. We definitely want loot effects, like the discard and card draw effects. Screw it. We're just going to double up on our mana as many times as possible. With the same total power and toughness and put it onto the battlefield. She also gives all of our creatures trample and lifelink. So whenever I see that, I instantly want to put Death Touch into the deck. just because of the cool Death Touch lifelink interaction. We could do life gain payoffs as well, but yeah, we're definitely probably going to get on a few Enchantress effects for sure. Honestly, we could run anthems here. I'm going to go put that anthem in. We're going to put the anthem in. Just because. Okay, and now let's go... I can't spell. Ignore me. Enchantment and creature. And then let's see what we get. I like a Rasta just because it's kind of like a pass-go deck, which is weird because you generate your value on the end step. So a Rasta just gives us a free board state. I don't hate that. Archetype of Endurance is pretty good too. Yeah, we're gonna play Archetype of Endurance. Oh yeah, we just looked at the like massive enchantments first. We're gonna get all that done, I promise. We'll get all the card advantage and stuff. But I always like to look at what makes the deck fun first, right? Like what makes me want to play the deck. And for sure, Behemoth and Knights of the Round are my #1 reasons I want to play this deck right now. I wish Calyx was enchanted creature so much. Or I guess he can deal combat damage. Non-legendary. Hey, Knights of the Round isn't legendary. And neither is Behemoth. Alright, Calyx goes in, guys. We'll definitely look at the Overlords. What do we think about Demolisher spawn? Are there going to be 4 or more card types in our graveyard reliably? I think we are going to be milling. We're building Yuna Hope of Spira. Do you guys want to go Selesnya Mill? Selesnya's Mill's not something you normally do. We could put Shigeki in the list. Let's call it Selesnya Mill. Okay. Alright, we're gonna put Shigeki in then. If I can spell it. Oh yeah, we got it down. Definitely Eidolon of Blossoms. We want that card advantage. We might as well play Dryad too. Playing additional lands is never bad. I like the Naked Man. Incubate creatures you control. Yeah, we'll put it in there for now, especially since we're running enchantment creatures, so then all we need is an instant and sorcery and we got there. So I don't think the 4 card types is going to be that hard to hit. Graveyard hate, yeah. That's definitely a meta thing. Some, like, my casual group, like, plays almost no graveyard hate, which is chill, but then there's other players that play a lot of it because they do not deal with that, which is super fine. I get it, too. Like, the graveyard deck, they kind of become inevitable if you don't run graveyard hate, because eventually you just end up having enough pieces in your graveyard and it's done for. We definitely need to run that enchantment that gives all of our enchantments Shroud, though. Because I feel like this deck is going to be very out in the open. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and it's very obvious. Which is fine. We're just going to have to add protection to make sure people leave us alone. One green Esper card that has flashback. I don't know. I do not know that one. Sterling Grove, that's the one I'm thinking of for sure. Privileged Position, Greater Armacy. I like Starling Grove. I like Starling Grove because you can sack it, so if we need to target our creatures. I don't know if we need to target our creatures yet, but it's just like always in the back of my head. Archetype of Endurance is also perfect here since we can like cheat it into play. There's a beetle. Alright, Karametra. Whenever a creature... Forest or Plains, yeah, it's 2-color deck. I like Jukai Naturalist. Esper Origins. Alright, let's look at it. I thought that'd be enough. Surveil 2, you gain 2 life if this was cast from your graveyard, exile it, then put it into the battlefield, transform under its owner's control with a finality counter on it. So you should fail to gain 2 life, and then it's 4. So it's 6 mana to get the Saga side. We'll put it in maybe, but I don't know. That seems like a lot of investment. It's probably really good in Standard, but in Commander, 6 mana to get that Saga, I don't think I'm sold on it. Aegis of the Gods. I just had a card. It's gone now. Nylea's Colossus. I like Nylea's Colossus. Have you guys ever one-shot someone in Enixthea with Nylea's Colossus? I sure have. It's always a great time. Especially since all of our enchantment creatures have Trample and Lifelink. We're going to be gaining a ton of life here. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's what it was. What's the Saga, the green one that returns all your lands and it mills? I forget it, but it'll come to me. Sanctum Weaver for sure. Enters the battlefield, create a colorless land named everywhere. This is every basic land type. I don't think we need it, but it's also just a 6/5, right? Like, it's not bad. And then the other one is enters, create 2 white insect creature tokens with flying. It's from the one from Dominaria. We already got Shigeki. Well, it'll be in here. I looked up all the enchantment creatures, so we'll see all the summons. Other enchantment creatures you control have flying. So now they have flying, lifelink, and trample. They already have lifelink and trample. Do we also need flying? It also says whenever you attack a player, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. Okay, it makes enchantment creatures. We got to put the owl in. Ooh, Springleaf Nantuko. We're on a lot of broken creatures. Creating token copies of those broken creatures, I'm down. What's this one? Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Just ramp. It's 3 mana, but it's thematic. I don't know. We'll put it in for now. I haven't looked at a lot of these sagas for some... I mean, I've looked at them, but a lot of them are like kind of underwhelming, but it's also a standard set too, so it makes sense. Neverland. Creatures you control get trample. We don't need that. So this saga seems decent because we're probably going to be on a decent amount. Are we going to be on a decent amount of non-creature permanents? I mean, we're on a lot of enchantments, but are we going to be on enough? We're going to put that in the maybe because it's either broken or almost useless. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. Summon Titan, that's the one. Mill 5 cards, return. Yeah, we're definitely running that one. There's also another one that we're running. I think it is Dominaria related. The Restoration of Dominaria. It might be that one. Tapped creature an opponent controls. Put a counter. Put a shield counter. Oh, definitely Sithis, right? Exile target artifact or enchantment. Tapped creature an opponent controls. This one's just straight up removal. Sithis, decent card. Yeah. Allegedly a decent card. Mill 3 cards. I'm down to do the mill enchantments here, actually. What to do? When attacks, choose one. Exile creature card from a graveyard. Create a spirit creature to exile creature card from a graveyard. Redo. I'm down. It's graveyard hate. It's mill. I like it. Yeah, I like. We're gonna mess around with Death Touch for sure. Just because the trample, Death Touch, Lifelink combo, that sounds pretty cool. Exile the Saga, then return it to the battlefield. What? Okay. Copy target activated or triggered ability. We're gonna include that. It might get cut later. A lot of this might get cut later, but that's how I build a deck. I'll put everything in there, and then later you'll find out that like only 2 cards trigger off of it, and you'll end up cutting it. Nice. Now it's the big one. What do we know for sure is going in the deck? Let's bring this up for a little bit. Visual grid because we like pictures. I like Frostfang. What do you guys think about Frostfang? Is going to give all of our attacking creatures Death Touch. So now they're going to have Death Touch, they're going to have Lifelink, they're going to have Trample, and they're going to draw a card whenever they connect. I think that's pretty decent. Yeah, I like it. I think we're going to keep that one. Enchantments do, in fact, love drawing cards. What's that other one? What's the one where you tap it? It says tapped creatures have Death Touch, and then you can untap a creature, and it gives untapped creatures like Shroud or something. Why can I not remember the name of that card? It's 4 mana. I know it's green. Hallowed Haunting? That's it. Sarah's Viper Fang. That's messed up we're putting Overwhelming Splendor in here. 7 or more enchantment creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Oh, vigilance. I like that. Okay, and then it just creates creatures that get bigger and bigger. I like this printing better though. For some reason, this one's, I like it. Viper Fang. Do you think Viper's Fang is good enough though? It is the card I was thinking of. I just. Other tapped creatures you control have Death Touched. Other untapped creatures you control have Hexproof. Okay, yeah, so it gives our untapped creatures Hexproof and our other ones Death Touch. And then we can untap a creature. So it also works with, I mean, untapping it also gives it Hexproof, but then it also works with like our, not Sithis, where are you? I know you're in here. Our Mana Dork, wherever she is. Oh yeah, Sanctum Weaver. Find card in a board deck. Yeah. What is it? Power Conduit? Let's look at Power Conduit. Oh, trying to remove the counters. Do we care about the finality counter? That's the question. Like, I'm kind of just down to, like, be okay with our stuff dying. Unless we're running greater good effects. What do you guys think? Do we want to invest a lot of stuff into not having our creatures have that finality counter, or do we care? Oh, enchantment recursion? Can I copy that? You want me to just put that in the top of Scryfall, huh? Here, there we go. Oops. Not that one. There we go. I don't know if we're on enough sagas. If we want to speed up the sagas, I'm down to do proliferation. But it's also like just 2 mana, right? That's the one that gives every saga read ahead. Can't talk. Yeah, it gives them all read ahead. It's not bad. It's really good for the ones. Multiple of the same effect. Oh, okay. You've sold me on taking the counters off the sagas. We'll put it back in. Return all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, okay. I like it. Return target artifact or enchantment card. A lot of it's graveyard to hand. We'll definitely include the land that does it. What's the one that makes copies of enchantments? It's like It's from the same set as Elevere. I can't remember. Oh, this one. No, I think it's a commander. You tap it and it creates a token copy of an enchantment, but only one that doesn't already have a token copy of it. Maybe. Yenna. Yeah, I think this is a Yenna deck, right? Yeah, choose target enchantment you control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent you control. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. If the token is an aura, untap Yenna red 2. Okay, yeah, I like this. We high on Yenith, everybody? We like that? I think I'm a fan. You're too slow, Marmu. Too slow. Okay. We need Citizen Champion. Just add the staples now, right? Redress Fate. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Oh yeah, we'll play Redress Fate. That's my bad. Retether. It's specifically auras, so we're gonna skip that one. Okay, I'm just seeing what we're let's see what we got. All right, guys, I like to do this. Let's see what we got. All right, this is gonna be our ramp. Oops. I just want to see what we got more of. This is gonna be our mill. Card draw, and then probably 0 removal, right? As a catcher. This is kind of player removal. That's so messed up. Guys, can we just try to create 3 token copies of Overwhelming Splendor and call it a day? Like, that's the goal, right? Like, what? We've got Calyx here somewhere, right? Yeah. So Calyx, whenever enchanted creature you control does combat damage to a player, you may create a token copy of a non-legendary enchantment you control. Is now legendary. So we can get Calyx, we can use Yenna, and then 2 players are shut down. Then we just kill the other one. Yeah, all right. We're just going to try to get Overwhelming Splendor in the graveyard and then hose over everybody. That's going to be the goal of this deck. Yes, I forgot about the mending. Completely forgot about that. Yes, that's the one I was looking for too. Oh yeah, because it's a... But Yenna can't do multiple though. Choose target enchantment you control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent you control. That would be so good though, just Yenna double up Overwhelming Splendors and just call it a day. I wish her ability... Academy Rector. Let's stay away. That's the tutor, right? I think our goal is just gonna be mill hard. Like I don't think we need tutors. I think we'll just lean into mill. Maybe greater good. Do you guys like greater good? Since it's like card selection, so you can like draw, discard the cards we want to reanimate. We'll put it in for now. Maybe our creatures get big enough. Because I do think we want selective discard here. It's kind of ramp. Removal. Is this ramp? I don't know if that's good enough though. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Mill, return all land cards. This is gonna be our mill. Do I actually already have mill? I do. Sagas are triggered abilities, right? So this works. It also gives our enchantment creatures a buff, so we'll take that. Omega Heartless Evolution. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that card is. let's look it up, all right? Oh, okay, it's this one. Enters for each opponent, tap up to one target on that opponent. It's so expensive. I respect it though. Is a Realm Reborn good enough? Like, are we realistically cheating that into play? Like, if we have Nyxbloom Ancient in the graveyard and a Realm Reborn, no shot we ever choose a Realm Reborn, right? So I think we I'm gonna move that as sideboard. I don't like it. I think including sagas to help Yenna would be really dope too. It's gonna be card draw. There we go. Switch the printing, double the mana. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A Realm Reborn feels weird. It doesn't feel like it's probably like the last thing we reanimate out of all of our mana doublers. Do we like Zendikar's Resurgent? It's an enchantment deck. I feel like we get that effect for cheaper, but it is double mana also. We'll move that to sideboard, and you guys can tell me if you think it's broken or not. Virtue of Strength is for sure busted. Just triple mana. It's going to be our mill. Non-land permanent you control. Enchantments, I like it. Mill. Do we still like the anthem? I'll move it to sideboard. Alright. This is also card draw. I missed it. Okay, and then the final thing is we have 5 card draw spells, 4 mill, 8 ramp, 2 removal. Nice. So let's focus on our card advantage real quick. Let's get that up. Let's see what Elspeth is. Exile target permanent opponent controls. I don't know. We'll put that in the sideboard. It is like 5 mana and 3 turns before we get that reanimation, but it also removes something. Hermit Druid. I like it. We're in mono green, right? Ooh, we're gonna be on a lot of basics actually. This might be a bad Hermit Druid deck, which is crazy to say. Okay, let's see. Enchantress Presence. I think I can just type in Enchantress and like 3 pop up if I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're just all there. Card draw, card draw. Ramp. Okay. Did I miss any Enchantress Presence effects? Is Hex Parasite black though? Yeah, I think Hex Parasite's black. Yeah, I think the plan is we are gonna add like some auras in here to enchant our lands with. I just like that in Enchantress decks. And then maybe like a Bear Umbra, get like 2 extra turns kind of thing. Let's... Is that the right one? I don't know. And then this one. Nice. Because if I go here... Let's see, we can do Bear Umbra. And I don't know if this will stick, but this Buried in the Gardens is kind of removal also. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, Bramble Familiar's mill. Do we like Bramble Familiar? Return target enchantment or land card from your graveyard that was milled. Yeah, I think we like Bramble Familiar, right? Bramble's going in. I'm sold. Satyr Enchanter, Composed with Spring. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under control, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you control 6 or more enchantments, instead, you may put a creature or land card from the battlefield tapped. Do we like Composer of Spring? Yeah, Hex Parasite's black. He's got that black Phyrexian pip. Dude, Covert's a cool guy. He's DM'd me a couple times. He seems super chill. Yeah, I kind of like he followed me on Moxfield like a while ago, and then he like played a couple of my decks on his channel. I lost it, dude. That's crazy. Fertile Grounds. I like the 2 CMC ones. Oh wait, did I miss another one? No, Fertile Grounds. Cool. What's up, Eric? Ooh, Grasp of Fate. Grasp of Fate has done so many things for me. That card makes me happy. I had, oh, what deck was I playing? I forget what it was, but I had someone permanently exile their... Let me read Grasp of Fate, because it has to do with the way it was worded. It'll be worth it, guys, I promise. It's probably not going to be worth it, but we're going to read Grasp of Fate anyway. It was just right up here. I've lost it. It says, when Grasp of Fate enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to one target non-land permanent that player controls until Grasp of Fate leaves the battlefield. Okay, so I remember what happened. All right, so there was 2 players, and one of the players convinced me to let him exile, or let me exile the Corvold under my Grasp of Fate, and he let his commander go under the Grasp of Fate as well, and he's like, don't worry, I've got removal. And then he phased out my Grasp of Fate, and their commanders were gone forever, because technically Grasp of Fate never left the battlefield. Oh, it was great. It made me happy. Yeah, Enduring Fatality. Let's look at it. I think we already... Oh, that's the little fawn. Yeah, I like it though. We'll keep it. We are working on Yuna. She gives trample, lifelink to all of our enchantment creatures, and then she reanimates an enchantment at instep, puts a finality counter. Scholar of New Horizons. That's the one that lets you... How do we feel about Scholar? Creature enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. Remove a counter from a permanent you control. Search your library for a plains card. Reveal it. Put it on. I dig it. We can remove more lore counters, so why not? That's true. It's another power conduit. I don't know how hard we're going to lean into that, but it might be worth it. Ooh, Wild Growth for sure. I guess that's just a few. That's not an insane amount. Do we still like the Bear Umber idea or no? Ideal. Jesus. That's the one that lets us untap our lands, and then we pair it with our enchant land auras for like an insane extra turn, basically. I don't think we're on +1/+1 counters. Aftermath analysis might be interesting. I'm just looking at Miltech now. Maybe Altar of Dementia. I don't know if we're making enough, but we'll put it in there for now. Currently, the plan is, for those of you that like just joined, is we're trying to be terrible people and make token copies of, man, where'd it go? Yeah. We're trying to make token copies of Overwhelming Splendor. That way we can just, like, in the game, take their tokens away. The Spellslinger deck will be fine, but the Spellslinger deck will also have no commander, so, you know, it is what it is. It's probably not going to make friends, but it's an enchantment that enters on instep that immediately impacts the game, which is exactly what Yuna wants. So you gotta hate the commander, not the person that put it in the deck, obviously. It's synergy, right? Same with the Sandworm Convergence. Marmu, I think, suggested this one. Same thing. Creatures with flying can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. Since her triggered ability happens on instep, it's kind of awkward. So we need things that impact the board immediately, and then we're instantly passing our turn. So it's, again, kind of weird. Undo Spirit Dancer. Let's look at it. Oh, whenever an enchantment you control enters, you may create a token. Yeah, that's gonna be good. We're gonna keep that in the deck. That's gonna be another copy of Overwhelming Splendor right there. So we're gonna be happy. It's like that random Atraxa deck that's running Planeswalkers and has that one just destroy all land cards in it. That's this deck. We're just running one of them, you know? It's not that bad. Ooh, do we want Head Shredder? It's not an enchantment, but it seems pretty solid. Can mill cards, land into play. Oh, just straight up run Humility too? I think Humility hits every creature though. I think that's the difference. Like, this is asymmetrical, which is massive. Fall of Thran. Oh, no. We don't need... Man, I don't know. Okay, so in step, it comes into play, acts as everyone's land, and then... Do we run Fall of Thran, guys? Okay, I'm gonna ask the people in the chat if we run Fall of Thran. It just says it enters the battlefield, it destroys all lands, and then its next two chapters are each player returns 2 land cards from their graveyard to the battlefield. What's cool about this is we're on enchantments that actually return lands from our graveyard to the battlefield, right? So we're on 2 different lands, or we're on 2 different ones. Where are they? Yeah, we're on Summon Titan, return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and we're on the Mending of Dominaria. What do you guys think? Are we that? Are we those people? Okay, we are those people. All right. It's confirmed, and I'm going to blame you guys too, right? Because now I'm not guilty for it. It's not, hey, Deck Tex is a terrible guy. You know, it's hey, the people made me put it in the deck. They're the terrible people. I like it. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to run with it. What about Mesmeric Orb? That just seems like a powerful mill card. I like Bear. Did you guys know there's a CEDH version of Lumra that's just called Cocaine Bear? I love it. Oh no, it's already in the deck. It'd be hard to take it out. You know, it's like 2 buttons. So since it's already there, we might as well just keep it in there. It's like you gotta click and drag your mouse. Okay, creature card from behind. Oh, wait a minute. I dig Monster Manual here too. I mean, a lot of our enchantments are creatures as well, right? We're running a couple sagas. I kind of like Monster Manual. We'll put it in here for now. It's not an artifact, which sucks, but that's chill. Yeah, whenever it's hard, right? Because like now, if you play Lumra, people think you're running combo, right? So once a deck becomes famous for something, it's kind of like tough to build it afterwards. Sometimes, you know. Rampant Fortuna. So I have a thing with Plantier. They never give me the cards. They always just let me draw, right? So Planter, whenever I put it into a deck, it's literally just Phyrexian Arena. I like my play group just does not let me mill off of it, right? So I've had a lot of people tell me it's really good, but I've just never had it do anything for me but draw a card. Six goes in the deck. It's an enchantment creature. It's so slow though. Oh, guys, we could run. Do we like Vorinclex here? Just straight up mill 10 cards? Put 2 creature cards from among them onto the battlefield? I'm not hating it. I think Binding of the Old Gods is black-green. What do we think about this Vorinclex? Yeah, Tato Farmer's getting it. Okay, I like it. I looked at it. I thought about it. I was like, Okay, let's go back here. How much mill did we add? Mill, that's also ramp. We're gonna count this as removal. I feel like this card does just win us the game, right? Like, real talk, it destroys all of their lands, and then we literally just bring any of our like our mending or the summon titan, and we're just good to go. That is not nice, but it is funny. Oh yeah, we got the titan in here. We've got the titan, and then Vorin. Do you guys want games on stream eventually? I don't think it'd be that hard to do games on stream either, honestly. Oh, Vorinclex, right. My bad. Yeah, my brain is not here. I was like, I don't know what that is. We're just gonna ignore it. Yeah, the Milton cards, I like it. We're gonna try that. We're gonna have a ton of. All right, guys, we're at the problem in the deck where we've got way too many cards, and not enough of them are good. I won't say not enough of them are good. I'll say not enough of them do what we need them to do. 8 mil, 9 card draw. Yeah, we just straight up need more card draw. Between your sets, you working out, man? You going to the gym? I think we're gonna read ahead's so good here though. I think we're gonna get rid of this guy. We're gonna remove. I dig it. What are we doing? We hitting legs? We hitting chest? Legs. For some reason I used to not like legs, but for like recently squat has just felt amazing, so like I'm enjoying it. Yeah, we only have 9 card draw spells. We're probably missing an enchantment. I bet if I tap on this EDH rec, it'll instantly give us some. Oh, we forgot about Sterling Grove. We talked about it earlier and then just didn't do it. Satyr Enchanter. Is that the one you were talking about? Yeah, there you go. We forgot Utopia Sprawl. See, that is what EDH rec is useful for. It's like after you've like kind of fleshed it out, you can be like, okay, what obvious one did I miss? Because I know I missed, you know. You may remove a lore counter. Central Library for Force. Oh, interesting. The new job select equipment. Do we want that? Cheat stuff into play. Okay, before we add in greater ornamency, how much stuff do we care that targets? This targets This targets this no, I don't think we can do the shroud. Plus -7 returns all enchantments. I don't know about that, but okay. Do we want to look at the life gain synergies, or are we just going to be happy gaining life? Oh, no, sorry. Greater Oromancy is the one we didn't include. We definitely put oh, where is it? We definitely put the other one in there. Sterling Grove. Yeah, we put Sterling Grove in there, but we didn't put the Greater Oromancy. Because you're right. You can just sack it and then boom, you tutored for something and you're good to go. $30 behind. Oh, got you. So you're watching on a delay. Nice. There we go. I just thought the stream was on a delay. Okay, we added the Satyr Enchanter. That's going to be more card advantage. You're going to go into Mill. That's crazy. Do we like the Dinosaur? As Vigilance, and it says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard. It's not an enchantment, so it doesn't get the trample, though. So we just have to attack into somebody and hope they don't have a creature with 3 toughness. Or they could just chump block it. I feel like with how gunked up the board states get, I don't think this connects. Is that crazy, or you guys agree? Much agreed. Nice. Okay. Mirari's Wake. Is that an enchantment and I think it is an enchantment. Oh, okay. I passed it somewhere. There it is. Creatures, tap a mana for... I like it. More mana doubling. Yeah, bye, Dino. He was there for a little bit. I like Demolisher. What about like a Strionic Resonator? So we're like reanimating 2 instead of 1 every time. Yeah, we're on Sanctum Weaver. I think we can get off the Summon Finrare. Weaver of Harmony. That makes them uncounterable, right? I don't think we care if they get countered because we'll just reanimate it, right? Boon of the Spirit Realm. Whenever Boon of the Spirit or another enchantment enters the battlefield. Okay, I like Boon of the Spirit Realm for sure. That's just going to make a massive... That's kind of the same thing with March of the Ooze. Do we like March of the Ooze? I feel like with March of the Ooze and Boon of the Spirit Realm, Demolisher starts looking a little less like broken, right? Or is that just me? He still is a 7/7 with trample and haste, and he's gonna have lifelink. But hear me out. If I have Boon of the Spirit Realm and March of the World Ooze in the graveyard and Demolisher Spawn, I think he's my last choice. Although you could just win the game with him, and Boon has to stack up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we keep him. He's probably still good. We'll probably get rid of one of these. I like the Miracle. That's fair. Boon does take a little bit. And come less on ooze. Yeah, that is crazy. Man, we're on 0 proliferation tech. Let's just put, oh. Why can I not remember the name of it now? The Phyrexian one. It taps and untaps. That's probably really good here because we can, like, with all of our mana triplers, we can very easily pay the 5 mana to untap it multiple times. I just put it in a deck too. I cannot remember the name of it. Oh, yeah, that's true. Alright, we need a little bit more card advantage in this deck. I don't know if I'm... I don't know how high I am on Altar of Dementia. I guess with our Hollowed Haunting effects, it's pretty good. And then March of the Ooze also makes it really good. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it's been fun. I'm going to end this. This was just a test stream anyway. I'm going to do more. I think maybe gameplay is going to be a little bit better. I don't know. I mean, not better. I kind of like brewing too. Maybe we'll do a few deck doctors too. Maybe you guys send me some decks and I'll like fix them or whatever, or we can fix them as like a group. Yes, we're on Sithis. But for now, I think I'm going to end it. I'll finish out the deck. We're going to post it to the channel. And yeah, I appreciate your guys' help. I'm definitely, or maybe we just continue the stream another day and we'll keep it a stream made. Let me know. I think you guys can comment. I'm not sure. No, not really sure how live streams work. But yeah, we're going to end it here. This has been really fun. We're definitely going to do more live streams. I'm also open to ideas on what you guys want me to do when I'm live streaming. So yeah, let me know. Thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it here as soon as I figure out how.